Okay, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Another day in the market. I know pre-market everything is red, but some of you guys think that what's happening in the market. But this is just another normal day in the markets. I'm not surprised. I mean, we have gap ups, we have gap downs. And that's it. That's where it is. The only thing is, what levels will be held today, and if we do rip back up, or do we hold where it opens up, right? So on S&P, as we already know the downside, we go over this every day. We're up. Right now it's opening right at 428. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just another red day. I mean, followed by a green day, maybe tomorrow or next week. However, if we take a 424, so my number on S&P is 424. If we take a 424 and we go lower, then we might be stuck in a chop zone, which we spoke about 2 months ago, I believe. Right? Then we might be in the chop zone for a while. But other than that, I think if we hold above 424, which is another 4 points down, I think. So above 424, I think is normal uptrend, just part of another dip, maybe a dip buying opportunity, right? If you're feeling pain, it's because you have weeklies and you're holding weekly positions. Okay, because sometimes what happens is Alby's trying to do something right behind me.
That's good shit,
But on weekly positions, what happens sometimes, the reason why most people fail on weeklies. So listen to this. If you buy an option at $1, when it goes to 150, you sell that option at 150, you make 50% profit. Now you're all happy. You buy a second position, you sell that from $1 to $1.50, you're happy, you're making some good gains. Your account went from $1 to $2 now on two positions. But on the third weekly, let's say you play, it doesn't work out, and then you get caught up in a gap down like this. Now that $1 option goes to zero same week. You have basically given up gains of two profits in one day. That's how most people trade. That's the reason in weeklies it's so hard to build accounts. I've done it many times myself, but then on one bad trade, it just goes down, right? Because we don't really hold on the weeklies our profits more than 100%. And if we do hold it, it's because it's a smaller position. You're not worried about losing that money, right? So that's the reason we say always buy some weeks out so that your positions hold value, you can make better decisions, and that your account can slowly build up. So weeklies will feel pain this week, I think, right? Those that were already down, you're even down more now on the weeklies. So S&P for me is nothing but just another normal day. As part of, I think we went from 414 to 434 straight in the last 2 weeks, I believe. But now a 5 point dip, it's okay until 424 is held. Qs, yesterday gave us a little signal that this might be, 360 might be resistant. We're opening at 355. The number here, as long as we stay above 350, 352, I think we're fine, right? The lowest that it can visit is 352. 352 is the lowest that can be visited, right? 352. And I think as long as we hold above 354, so as long as we hold above 354, I'm not worried about any of my positions, whether it's Amazon or anything for the coming weeks, because I have time, right? So we're good. So Qs, I think it's just if I just draw this trend line here, just based on this, I think we're here. We can have something like this. So from here, just come down and then go back up again. Okay. XLF financials, they're down. Still waiting for my 37, right? So not until we get 37, I'm not playing financials yet, right? Today is opening at 35.68. You can try catching the dip if you want. Personally, I wouldn't. I would wait to see what the market does. For 37, then we'll see financials. Energy broke down, is lower again now. So this is why levels matter. We still never entered no position. 56, 57 was never held, right? So we're still waiting for this number right here. Okay, or maybe if it gets to 45, who knows, right? Then we can try playing the support 45 to 50. So here I will not play it because no idea what it would do. And then Amazon. So you guys need to understand, even though Amazon's down 60 points, but that's normal. Don't forget that this same play on Tuesday when the market opened went up, I think 150 points. So it opened at 35.30, it closed at 36.75. This stock went up 150 points just the day before, and then yesterday it was up another 50 points, I believe. So if it's down at 60, there's nothing wrong with this. This is just like, I'm not worried. All my positions have time. My weekly positions, I sold them yesterday, right? I hope you also followed. So Amazon positions, whatever I'm holding is still going to be up. Anything that I entered yesterday, I'm not worried because I have lots of time on it. Okay. So I think this is nothing but a dip buying opportunity on Amazon. Will I buy right away at market open? Hell no. You gotta wait for the first 15 minutes, see what the market does. Right, on a 5 minute chart, if I was to draw a 5 minute chart on Amazon, this is something that can happen. I'm not saying it will, I'll give you two different scenarios which I think can happen, right? God knows what will, but so it's opening at 36.30ish, I think. In the first 5 minutes, I have no idea what it will do. If it rips up and it holds the gains, we might just have a nice recovery all day. Okay. If it dips down, if so, the second scenario, if it dips down here towards 36.20 and it does not take the highs by 10:30, 11 of the opening highs, then we might just chill around this range all day, or it can just continue lower. Usually, if the gap is not filled within the first 1-2 hours of the trading day, then the stock usually continues in the direction it opened. Okay, and if the stock rips in the first 5-10 minutes, you want to see it hold gains. If it does not hold those gains and comes back below the opening price, then that's not good. Then we might just stay chop and stay red all day. Okay, so trying to figure out what Amazon does today will be very hard. So I will not enter any positions. I'm just going to manage my current. Many of them will still be up, even though Amazon's down 60 points. Why? Because we're doing spreads. Okay, most of my positions will still be up in profits because of the spreads. Okay, the only down position will be the one that I entered yesterday, which I'm not worried. We have time on it, and that's also spreads, so not worried. Apple, amazing chart, right? A little resistance here, but this chart is fully ripped from 124 to 144. It's opening down today. If this stock, if Apple flags here for 5-6 days, for the coming, maybe next week by July 16th, if it holds above 140, right? Because I think it's going to end up forming a bull flag here on the daily in the next 4 or 5 days, right? You can note this. If that's exactly what happens, I might take some Apple leaps in the 3rd week of July. Okay, not this week, not next week, because for 5-6 days I want to see it hold above 140, and then maybe I'll buy leaps for earnings. Okay. Baba, China, none of you guys are gonna feel the pain that I'm feeling right now. I'll tell you guys this right now. Not single one of you guys are gonna see your accounts as down on Baba as much as me. Okay, so but this is just part of the market, I guess. I just got caught up. I made great trades. I'm not gonna regret. You know, my size was well positioned, I think. And I have until 2023. And the Chinese news that we're getting, I just have to accept them, right? I mean, there's some delisting news. I still have to read up more on it. And some crackdown which is happening in China, so they're just beating up these stocks, and this stock is valued very good. And me, you guys might call me crazy, but if this stock hits 180, 190, I might even double up my position. I'm not saying that you need to do it, but I might. Okay. So if this stock does get 180, but if it does, I mean, if it does come to these zones right here, because I've seen these things before with Tesla and whatnot, they scare the shit out of people with all these news, and then the biggest rip happens after. So if it does come down towards 180, 190, I mean, I got the 2023 leaps, so I might even add a lot more. But for now, I will not touch it. My August position, which I added, so all the Baba profits I made, I think 2 weeks ago, will be gone in that position, which is okay. So I'm not worried, but Amazon recovers and still leaves me with net. Google, nice uptrend, opening below. I think as long as we hold about 2400, 2430, we're okay. Right, as long as we hold above this price action right here, about 2460, 2450, right, we should be okay on Google. These dips, expect the small red dips, guys. It's normal. It's not okay. And then OIH energy play is set at a trend line right now, but looking at XLE and given certain market conditions, I'll still hold off. So let's see what it does here. Does it bounce or does it break? Right, I want to see a confirmation here, and then if we get the confirmation, I might jump in tomorrow or maybe even next week. And beyond meat, guys, just one thing that this stock is very choppy. This is definitely a trader stock. It's not an investor stock unless you know something. Now on this run from 100 to 145, it based, right, and it gave you a move. If you caught this move from here, 140 to 155, that was a trade, right? You take your profits and you're done. And then it gave up all these gains. And yesterday, I think LB&T saw something that news might come out, so they took some lottos. So let's see how they play out. Right now the market is down, so along with that Beyond is also down, but I think if it can get above 140, 142, you guys can definitely see 150. This stock sometimes moves big on news, so if you play the lottos, I think LB will go over in the market during hours and explain. AMD, beautiful run up from 72 to 94. Many of you guys wanted to buy this stock right here on the weekly, and we gave you a warning a few days back, don't, because this is likely to chop, and that's exactly what's happening here. It's opening at 87. I do want to see AMD above 90. I do want this stock above 90 in the coming 1-2 days, even today or tomorrow. Above 90 is very, very important for AMD to build up the price range here so that we can break out in the coming weeks or months, right? So this is one trade that I'm looking forward to catching, but above 90 hold is a must for a few days at least. And so guys, manage your positions. Don't be scared of this red day. I mean, it's not the end of the world. The only reason you might be feeling pain is because you bought weekly. So learn from this. This is why you buy time. This is why you manage correct. This is why you position well. So this is nothing but a learning experience. If you open up most charts, they're still at all-time highs. If you open them up and zoom out, like the market looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. So don't let this one red day make you think, oh, the market is going to attack, the market is going to crash. That just basically means you're dumb. You don't understand the markets, right? So please don't behave in that way. Manage positions, manage your account. You'll be fine. Learn to work with numbers. And I put a quote. I was reading through some stock market quotes today, to see what I can put. And in my pre-market prep, there's one quote that I read today. The 4 most important words in investing. This time is different. Will kill you in the market. Just remember. If you start thinking this time is different, I'm gonna buy it, be careful, because that's exactly when you end up going with a bigger size and the market slaps you right down. So and anything can happen any day. The market looks good. We're still up good for the week, and we'll see you guys back in the shop. Thank you for attending.